What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Anna Server. You're tuning into the first episode of My Memories. Not my music melodies, not the hallway chronicles, not my weight loss journey videos, not the Because We Nosy podcast. No! My memories, y'all. I got the inspiration by just looking at photos that I had in like these two boxes. And I was like, I want to share some of these memories about me, you know, or whoever I was affiliated with or whatever that happened, you know. And everything that I share may not necessarily be a picture, but something that brings memories to me. All right, but mainly they're going to be pictures. It's going to be memories about pictures, okay? So the first one is this one. Me working at Mojo's on my very first job. This was not my first year. This was in 2003, December 2003, obviously, because Medina has a Santa hat on. Lynette has the reindeer bell thingy-majig headphones. Lord Jesus. She has a headband on with the reindeer ears or whatever. Okay? Anyways, and I got my bling bling. Every time I came in the kitchen, bling bling. Pinky ring worth about 50 bling bling. Yeah, I had my rings on. But anyway, why am I showing you this when you could just see it on the side, right? So, I have another picture of me and my other coworker, but I have to find that one. So, and his name is Adonis. So, yeah. So, let me see. First of all, you can see that's the kitchen. That red door, I want to say used to be a cooler, but it wasn't a cooler no more. I want to say she used it for a storage room. Okay, and behind me, you can see a monitor on the wall. That was where we took phone orders. You know how you have the touch screen, you know, cash registers? That was part of it, but you know, it was just for us to take call-in orders. And then the ticket would print out. If you look at my face and go towards your right, there's a shelf there facing the red door. That's where we had the bowls to mix and toss the wings. We had the bottles of sauce. I can see the bottles of sauce. Behind me, straight against the wall, is the sandwich machine, we called it. Beside Medina was a shelf where we just kept supplies. And where you see the red door, if you go around that, was the push door to go out to the front to the register. And I was standing beside some deep freezers. There's 2 deep freezers there. That particular one where my arm is on had the sweets, like the ice creams and the pies and stuff like that. I think, and it also had like shroomies and cheese sticks, and the other one might have had like chicken tenders and different things like that in that deep freezer. And like I said, this is a memory that I have as far as just being on this job. I was on this job for 6 years. 6 years. I started this job when I was 18 years old. My daughter was 3 months when I got this job. I just basically walked in, applied. I'm not sure if I got hired that day. She might have called me to come back, because I want to say she didn't say she was hiring. I think she was kind of like she didn't know. But I know the Lord touched her spirit to give me the job, okay? And so in the picture, you can also see that brown purse hanging over there. That was my purse that the owner gave me. She gave me that with a Bible that year. So yeah, this was not the first year. This was like the 3rd year that I was there. Going into the 3rd year, I believe, because I started in 2001. This was 2003. So yeah, I was going into the 3rd year. And we used to have fun, yo. Like, Medina would be on the register most of the time, but then it also depended on the time of day. Like, in the mornings, there was a season where I was on the register a lot, and then she was on the register a lot. It also depended on who was in the kitchen, you know, because I was a strong cooker. We all knew what we were doing when it came to cooking the food and multitasking, running the grill. Yeah, there was a grill also in the back that you can't see in the corner. So basically you had to know how to, you know, drop chicken, fries, tenders, all that stuff. You had to learn how to cook on the grill at the same time and make, you know, sandwiches or salads, and then be answering the phone, taking call-in orders, putting it on the shelf, all of the above, and taking orders out front to the people. It was a lot, yo. I even had moments of breakdowns. I think I had about 2 or 3 breakdowns the whole 6 years I was there. And it was because it got so busy. Like, we had so many people in the front. We had call-in orders. The phone kept ringing. I could just hear the sounds of, like, deep fryers and baskets going into the fryers and people talking in the front and the cooler door shutting. And yeah, I remember just wanting to leave this job, not wanting to be here. Sometimes it would get hard, but God got me through. I was a lot smaller in this picture too. I was probably like in the 230s right here. And I pretty much maintained my weight on this job. Like, I never really like gained a bunch of weight. Like, the way I am in this picture was the way I was pretty much throughout this whole time. You know, I didn't really like lose a lot of weight, but I didn't gain a lot of weight. I just like maintained the weight. And I like that necklace I had on. It was like a chain necklace and a cross, like a very textured type cross. And I had my nugget ring on, and I had a ring that had a shape of an A, and I probably had my little dove heart ring. And on the back of the wall, you can see like the menu. Well, no, the names of the food items. That's what was on the wall back there. And also, you can see the bandage on my arm. I got burned while cleaning fryers, deep fryers. And what happened was the water boiled over, and I had to make a quick decision on how to stop the water from overflowing, because if it would have gotten into another fryer that was right beside it with the hot grease, it would have probably exploded. Who knows? But I wasn't trying to find out. So while we were cleaning the fryers, you know, first of all, you gotta empty the oil out in these big old pots, carry them out to the oil trap or whatever you want to call it, because a truck has to come and get that. You can't just dump that in the drain. And then once you let the oil out, that's about 2.5 trips to the 2.5. Basically, it's like 2.5 pans full. You take 3 trips to the trap, and then you start, like, you know, cleaning the inside of the fryer with some soap and rinsing it out with the hose and all that. So you're letting the water out, putting the pot, taking the pot to the drain and pouring it out inside the kitchen. And then once it's cleared out enough, you put a little more soap in it, fill it up with some water, let it get real hot and boil, so that like gets everything out the bottom. And so it was getting to that point, and it's like we got distracted. I was distracted, you know, tending to orders while this is going on, because that's what we always did. I seen it start to bubble up and starting to come over, and I was like, oh my God, what do I do? So I just reached down there and cut the fryer off. I had no choice but to do that, because I think that the fryers that were on both sides of that one fryer were on with oil. If not, it was just one on one of the sides. So I think we had 5 or 6 fryers. So we would usually clean 2 to 3 at a time, and then keep the other ones on. And then once the ones we're cleaning are good, we'll start emptying the other ones out. And we would usually do it like on a Wednesday. And it would start earlier in the day, like around lunchtime, after the rush is gone, and we would continue it out till probably about 6, 7 o'clock, you know. And then we would eat something in the fresh grease. You know, we would make us some more wings or some cheese sticks or fries. It would just be so dope with fresh grease. But anyway, you see that bandage on my arm because I had blisters. I think it was like 1 big blister, maybe 2, on my left arm. And it took years for that scar to go away. This happened in 2003. I'm just at the point where you really cannot see it. You cannot see that there was a scar there. I know there's a scar there if I look at an angle, and you can tell like where the hairs were, like it's like very faint, but I can tell where the scar was. It's like little tiny little light dots, and you can barely see it, barely, but I can see a little remnant of it. And so I thought the scar would never go away, but over time it went away. So it was painful, it burned. I was upset because I didn't have no health insurance. And I think my boss used to say, you need to go to the doctor, hon. And really, you know, I might have could have got like some workman's comp, or like sued or did some craziness. I mean, you know how people be doing. People be like coming up with stuff to do, you know, to get money or something like that. I don't know if I would have had any kind of case, because it was my fault, but at the time I was really angry because I was like, I can't really just go anywhere and see about it, you know. But it wasn't that bad. I was able to doctor it up, and you know, I got through it. I made sure I changed my bandages on it and everything like that. So that's one like major memory that I had with that job. I met some great people through this job that I still know to this day. I still keep in touch with Lynette and Medina. You know, with Medina, actually my mom has her number now. I don't have her number in this phone. I haven't talked to her in about a year. But Lynette, we still connect through Instagram and Facebook. And Frankie Johnston is not in this picture, but she was the owner's sister. I still keep in touch with her. The actual owners, I have not spoken to them since 2007, I believe. So I did reach out to Miss Sharon Bernard, and I think she just didn't respond because she knew who I was. I just kind of said, hey, how you doing? I just wanted to see if that was her number still. Frankie said it was her number, but you know, I never went on further just to see what was going on. But I think I may try to connect with her again just to let her know I appreciate her hiring me. We had our ups and downs at that job, but she did help me out sometime. And, you know, we had differences somewhat, you know, as far as feeling like we wasn't paid enough and things like that. But there was things we did too on the job. You know, when you're young, there's things that you do on the job that you shouldn't be doing. And so I've learned a lot from this job. I learned how to run a restaurant. I learned how to count inventory, order new inventory, rotate stock, run reports, you know, count the register, you know, set up the register for the first of the day, you know, make sure there's a certain amount of money. I think we used to start the drawer out with like 150 or something like that. And how to clean up the restaurant, you know, keep it up, how to have good customer service, how to change the syrup on the drink machines, you know, all that stuff I learned. I learned a lot over the years, so I always am appreciative of learning that, because if I ever had to jump back in a situation like this, I know what to do. I know how to handle it. You know, if I ever wanted to have my own catering business or a restaurant, a small restaurant, not no big restaurant, I think I can handle it. I think I would know a good bit of what to do. Not saying I know everything, but it taught me some good things. So, like I said, it's a lot that went on at this job, but this particular evening, I believe it was a happy day. This may have been the day that we exchanged gifts. If not, it was around that time, because as you can see, like I said, the purse is hanging on the door. So it probably happened that week. And we all were happy, you know. So I'm trying to figure out why I got that lanyard on my neck. Maybe it was a house key. I'm not sure, but I enjoyed it, y'all. I really did. I don't know if any of you have any Mojos near you. The only ones that I know that's open right now is the one in Riverdale, Georgia, and the one that's in Morrow, Georgia, which I worked there for 3 days while working at this one. But I ended up quitting after 3 days because my boss was like, should give me more hours. And the reason why I was looking to go to another Mojo's is because I figured it would be easy, because I already knew what Mojo's was about, even though the owners were like Indian or like maybe from Pakistan or something like that. And so, and also it was like a to-go spot, so you couldn't eat in, so it was very different. They didn't do things the same. They just pulled chicken out of the big old box and bag. We would actually have to break down the chicken. The big old case would have about, I think, 6 packs of chicken inside or something. We would break it up, have to put like a Drummond flat together, pair that up, and put 25 in a bag, 25 sets, so that would make 50 wings in a bag. We would always drop 50 wings at a time and pre-cook them a little bit and then pull from that to make the order. So it was just a lot that we did that they didn't do at the other restaurant. But we closed in 2007. She laid us off because her business just went down, and I think because of certain people that worked there with us kind of made the customer clientele, kind of, drop, and people were moving and the prices of things were going up. Just different factors, I think, played a role. I don't know what was going on the owner's end, but I enjoyed it overall. I thought we had some good wings. I don't even think it was necessarily in the wings. I think it was more so the sauce that they had. And their blue cheese was dope on the wings, and their ranch, and the curly fries. They used twister fries. I've seen another restaurant called Great Wraps in the mall here use the twister fries, or twister fries, I'm sorry. But I'm not sure if there are any more Mojo's besides the 2 that I mentioned. So, and shouts out to Mojo's in Riverdale and the Mojo's in Morrow, Georgia. Y'all still holding it down. Thank you all for tuning in to the first episode of My Memories. Make sure you check out episode 2. Also go over to the Life Show TV YouTube channel. Check out season 2, episode 6 of the Because We Nosy podcast, featuring my homeboy, DJ Preach. Also check out his show called The Takeover. It's a mix and top 5 countdown of the hottest gospel music out here, y'all. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment. Also go to IG and TikTok and follow me at Anna_Serve. Peace out.